The second reason why they say Mr. Malema should go to prison is because they say it was 2 firearms. But we don't understand. They say 2 firearms, 22 live rounds, and 20,000 people within a community. We don't understand why they say that. If your leadership goes to our heads of argument, we start off by summarizing what the actual findings were, not what the state wishes the findings were, but what the court said the findings were. And the important ones is 1.2, unlawful possession of ammunition in contravention with Section 90 of the Firearms Control Act, to wit. Now those words, to wit, usually mean in that. In other words, their point is to constrain the factual basis of the finding, not to expand it. 8.223, Remington bullet. 1 bullet, without holding a license, permit, dealer's license, manufacturer's license, gunsmith license, import or export, or in transit license or other authorization. 1.3, unlawful discharge. But that's the unlawful discharge of the 1 bullet that he was in possession of, referred to in the second conviction. So we have the same problem here, my lady, with the greatest of respect, that the findings are distorted. It's a narrative building. Yes, and my learned friend also points me to even the first finding is unlawful possession of a firearm, not the firearms, a firearm, 1 firearm, 1 bullet. So we've got a problem here that when you look at the second reason why they say Mr. Malema should go to prison, there is a disjuncture between what the state says and what the court found. And then you can't do this. You can't send somebody to prison for reasons that the judge did not find him guilty of. So this is the problem now with item 2. 2 firearms, 22 live rounds before 20,000 people. So in other words, the correct postulation is 1 bullet in a stadium of 20,000 people. 1. That's the correct postulation. And then ask yourself, in those circumstances, should I send this man to prison? And it's so absurd that they say, don't only send him to prison, send him to prison for 15 years. It's like a game that they're playing. It's a game to inflame the passions of the public.
Julius Malema has been sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. If this is your first time of you coming across my video, my name is Ujunwa. And always, kudos goes to the original creator whose video was used on this episode. And for disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes and creating awareness on social media. Guys, I don't know what is happening on this case about Julius Malema. Let me put this video here so that we all will watch the video and come back with commentary. Guys, let's watch the video.
Julius Malema, our brother in the southern part of Akabulan, has been sentenced to 5 years. Pay attention. Let me explain, because this is what the headline says. But let me give you an insight to that headline so you will not be misled. Pay attention. You see, this sentence is tied to an incident that happened in 2018 where our brother Julius Malema was seen discharging firearms in the air in a political rally. Okay? And so he has been sentenced to 5 years in prison. Now, using that headline, a lot of people are beginning to say, oh, Julius Malema is already in prison serving that 5 years term. No, that is not it. You need to understand there is a difference between sentence and imprisonment. As I speak to you right now, Julius, our brother, Malema, is not in prison. No, he's currently out on appeal because the law permits him to challenge that sentence in a higher court. So until that process is complete, that sentence cannot be fully enforced. So when someone is telling you that Julius, our brother Malema, is in prison, you are not being informed. You are being misled. And in a continent like ours, where narratives shape perception, truth must be handled with discipline. So our brother is not yet in prison. No, he can still challenge that judgment in a higher court. And we have to wait till that process is being completed. Because if it's not completed, that sentence cannot yet be fully enforced. But pay attention, Akebulan, because these ones I just told you is a clarification. It is not as important as what I'm about to tell you now. You know, someone will say, town crier, why are you crying foul? He went against the law, and the law is supreme. Why will he fire arms in the public? Let him pay for it. No problem. I am not against the law. The law is good. But if we are to arrest everyone who discharge arms in the air in South Africa, I hope we are going to do that to everyone. But you will tell me, Tankra, let's wait till that happens before we conclude. No problem. But let me tell you a proverb that our ancestors usually say. And that proverb is what is currently happening to our brother Malema in South Africa. You see, our father said, before you can unalive your dog, it is pertinent and important that you give your dog a bad name. So when you are unaliving that dog, people will not say, "Hey, wicked man, how dare you unalive this precious dog?" But when you give it a bad name, the dog has done so many things in the past. That is exactly what is happening to our brother. He has been given a bad name. They have been looking for a way to tie him down, and they have seen a reason. Give your dog a bad name, so when you unalive it, there will be no guilt and no one will talk. But we understand this game because we have seen it before. But this is a call to awake our brothers in South Africa. This is a time for you to understand that you don't need to explode against your fellow Africans. This is the time for you to redirect your energy for something more productive, because Malema needs your support and love at this point in time. He needs your support. He's one of the buffalo soldiers in the continent of Akebulan. He needs our love. And we are sending love to him from this forest of his fathers. We are sending support in a time like this, because he must be supported. Because it's one of the voices screaming that the drums echoed in the ancient kingdoms of Congo. So we will not allow moments like this to be used to pin him down. Our brothers in South Africa, this is not a time to chase fellow Africans away from your country. This is a time for Ubuntu, Uhuru, and Iwebike to be used to protect one of our own. Peace and love to all our people in all parts of the world. Peace and love. For equity must prevail and truth must echo.
You think Julius Malema will give up just like that? Listen to his wisdom after the sentence.
We can tell you now, no sober judge will ever agree that a person shoots one bullet and then is sentenced for 5 years. It is because she has not read her own judgment to know that a reasonable, normal, presiding officer will never come to that determination. So, comrades, we are done with her. That's why when she said to me, "You can leave now on a free bail," I looked at her and I said, bye-bye. Because I've seen her ugly face for too long. So I'm going, I will no longer appear before that ugly white face. I'm going to the highest court where they don't use emotions. They use the law. What does the law say? And apply the law. So we must not even look back. We are going forward. The campaigns of the EFF must continue business as usual. I told you when she found me guilty that I'm going to appeal until the highest court, until the constitutional court. So those who thought they will have me in jail, you must know I'm still around. I'm not going anywhere. I told you yesterday that tomorrow I'm going home with you. And that's what is happening. Wherever the enemy is, it's highly pained by the fact that we are going home. We did not even have to pay for a bail. They just said, free bail, go home. So we are going home to work for the EFF. That's what home means. It means the work of the EFF continues. We are going to do our door-to-door. We are going to register those who are not registered. We are going to make sure that we win municipalities when the elections come. They are trying by all means to silence this voice. They will never win. Once more, they failed today, they will fail tomorrow, and they will fail in the near future. The sooner they accept defeat, the better. They will never win against us. They tried us when we're still young, and they will never win with us when we're this old. We've got an experience of a 65-year-old at a 45-year-old.
Shoot to kill, kill them, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. I repeat, kill the poor, the farmer, kill the poor, the farmer. Brr, pa, pa, brr, pa, pa.
If you stand with Julius Malema, say, oh yeah, in the comment section and share this video. Oh yeah.
All have watched the video. You have heard what is happening, that the Julius Malema was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment. But some people are thinking that he's inside the prison. But what we are hearing now is that he's still outside waiting for appeal to continue. Because sometimes when a sentence someone to prison and the person has all the right to ask for appeal, and the appeal means that he wants to go to the High Court to still continue the case. That is what we are hearing, that the Malema is not inside the prison, that he's still outside trying to go to High Court for appeal. So guys, if you know what happened on this video or what's happened to Malema, just put your thoughts on the comment section so that we all will learn from you. Don't forget to like, share and comment and put on your notification bell so that anytime I'm dropping my new episode you'll be notified. See you guys on my next video. Bye.